Well, let's talk about some other nutrients that are very important. So, obviously, things like magnesium, very important. Magnesium plugs into the mitochondria, Krebs cycle, supposedly at a minimum 300 to 1,000 enzymatic roles in the body. So, it plays a large role in what's going on with our health and with relaxation. Also, I like to combine a little bit of magnesium and some collagen, which is very high in glycine. So, glycine and magnesium are superchargers for relaxation and really getting the parasympathetic nervous system up. Very relaxing, very calming as well. So I like that as just kind of a nice diet and lifestyle strategy. And again, if you wake up a lot to go pee, you may want to give yourself an hour or two before the bed, before sleep, before you have that, at least an hour, so you can kind of pee and get all that extra water out of your bladder. So a good hour or two, very helpful, very relaxing, very calming. Of course, just general lifestyle strategies like wearing good blue blocking glasses, just kind of mitigating a lot of the light stuff at the end, putting a lot of your lights on dimmer switches where you can at least knock down a lot of the intensity down 80% or so. So that's not stimulating cortisol and lowering melatonin. So light at night hits that pineal gland. It's going to raise your cortisol and lower melatonin because cortisol and melatonin are on an inverse relationship. Cortisol up, melatonin down. So that's very helpful.
Yeah, I mean, humans, we're so smart that we're stupid, and we brought the sunlight indoors. Whereas compared to the Amish, guess what? Guess how much nighttime light exposure they have? Virtually nothing. Number one, they don't have electricity. So if they want light, it's going to be a candle. And the intensity of a candle, number one, the candle is going to be very amber red. There's very, very minimal blue light coming from a candle. And the intensity of it is a fraction of a single light bulb. So, we've really screwed up by bringing lights indoors. I mean, they're awesome, but I try to not use them. So at night, we'll just use like a salt lamp at night, just salt lamps scattered around the home. And those are relatively orange color and then relatively low intensity. And then
Yep.
also, you mentioned the glycine. Yeah, the glycine's awesome. I take glycine almost every day. It's about give or take 3 grams just for a scoop of it. And interestingly, when my wife went in she had one mercury amalgam, which heavy metals that can affect sleep too. So we'll talk about detox support. I think we should at least mention it. But when she went in to get her one silver removed, they actually gave her a glycine mouth rinse, which I thought was pretty interesting. And she said it
Mm.
chilled her out. Like they had her almost like sit around and then swallow. And she said it just chilled her out right before the procedure. So it's kind of like a natural, anti-anxiety formula that they were using in the dentist office. So that was neat. But let's talk on detox
Very
support
good. I
because
like that.
I think we've talked about this before, or at least I've mentioned it in various podcasts, but like histamine can be a problem with sleep. So, sometimes people need to go on like lower histamine diets. And then if people have mold or other issues affecting their histamine, then maybe like quercetin, like a natural antihistamine would be helpful for sleep and or binders. So like clays, like zeolite clay can actually bind to histamine, unlike charcoal. I don't believe charcoal can, but I have seen some stuff on clay binding to histamine. So I will take a combination binder of some clay charcoal silica blends before bed,
Yep.
and that does help my sleep. And my wife, she definitely reports that she sleeps better if she does charcoal before bed. So the mechanism is probably just that it's binding up any nutrient or any toxin rather that's going to be stimulating a stress response. So some people might benefit better with sleep remedies before bed. Some might benefit better with detox remedies. Maybe you do both, but maybe separate them by half an hour or so.
No, that makes a lot of sense.